Melody here. You might know me as ApplePie Movement. I'm a humanitarian sharing the conversations with humanity which need to be heard. In today's conversation with Sherman Perryman, we discuss how he went from homelessness to Morehouse graduate. So come on, grab a piece of pie and join our conversation.
Be accountable for yourself and yourself only. You know, like I don't know. It's just kind of crazy because it's just like, damn, if it wasn't for the internet, I would not be angry right now.
And it's insane. And we're only going to enter more into programming as technology advances and we're more dependent. I mean, my phone crashed a couple weeks ago and I had to, get it repaired and replaced. So I was without it for a few days and I am codependent with Google Maps. I swore I would never be one of those people. But I had to come down to LA for a conference I was attending, and I wrote it out, old school MapQuest, right? Yeah. And I made it to the event, but then I was trying to go to Best Buy afterwards, and for some reason I missed a street. I ended up in the middle of, I don't even know where I was. I get out of my car, I go to this gas station, somebody's behind the counter, doesn't even speak English, and I'm trying to ask him how I can find a freeway, because at this point I will find Best Buy in the morning near where I live, I don't care, I just want to find a freeway and get home, and I don't know what freeway to use. Thank God somebody was out front smoking a joint and said, oh, just go down this street and that street and you'll be fine. And I'm sitting there going, thank you.
That's very dependent on
and it's only going to grow.
I remember shit, man, my parents wouldn't know if I was dead until they came home,
Yeah.
Chris Rock talked about that at a show because he was just like, man, you have to be in constant contact with your mate all throughout the day, texting back and forth and them knowing your every move. But he was also saying man, if you were at work and something happened, you wouldn't know until you got home. And then you're worried about that. But then it basically strays away our focus, especially with apps. And I find myself doing that sometimes. I'll be like, okay, I'm about to start a task. Boom, I'm distracted. And then I'm like, oh damn, I didn't even finish the task that I was set out to do. Or we go on our phone, what is the first thing we do? Instagram, Facebook. I guarantee you, at least 99% of people, that's the first app they open. So it is a programming, but as long as you keep the people fat, happy, and entertained,
they're not going to care.
Right, exactly.
And it keeps you divorced from reality and from being present and from using your voice to speak up for the change that you want to see. Right. People are pacified, and now with marijuana becoming legalized, it scares me. And the reason why it scares me is because, so now you have all of these people and they've taken out the CBD and they're smoking the THC, and all they do all day, every day is smoke. Yeah. And what does that do to your brain? You're not present, you're not in reality. And one day somebody is not going to be able to buy a joint and they're going to be forced to be sober for a minute, and they're not going to like the reality that they see.
There are people like that, and I personally have friends like that.
Thank you so much for being on our show. I look forward to seeing all of you again next week. Join the conversation, the ApplePie Movement. Bye.